Every year in Carrara, Italy, more than 4 million tons of marble are extracted. A rock so coveted that a single slab can cost more than a luxury car. But how can a mountain of stone become a symbol of luxury? To find out, we enter the facilities of the Carrara quarries, where this material has been worked for over 2,000 years. Marble is not just a rock, it is a material that has accompanied humanity in its expression of power, prestige, and beauty. From the Pantheon of Rome to Michelangelo's David, this mineral has been chosen by emperors, architects, and artists who wanted to leave a mark on history. Its presence conveys more than luxury. It speaks of durability, tradition, and a direct connection between nature and human creation. When we see a polished marble slab in a modern building, we rarely think about its origin. Yet, its story begins deep within the earth, more than 140 million years ago, when layers of shells and marine remains were trapped and compressed under immense geological pressure. That slow, natural process gave rise to a dense, compact rock with a special shine that has fascinated humanity for centuries. In Italy, in the northern region of Tuscany, lies the heart of this legacy, the Carrara quarries. Located in the Apuan Alps at 1,700 meters of altitude, these mountains appear snow-covered when the sunlight hits their surface. But what we actually see is pure white marble. It's no exaggeration to say that Carrara is synonymous with marble, as these quarries produce over 4 million tons each year, worth more than €1 billion. But beyond the production figures, what truly amazes are the prices. A single block can reach up to $500,000, and exclusive varieties like Calicata, famous for its elegant veins and rarity, can cost up to $450 per square metre. For comparison, granite usually ranges between $50 and $150, while engineered quartz costs between $60 and $200. That difference has a clear explanation: exclusivity and visual quality. Granite offers a speckled appearance, and quartz imitates precise manufactured patterns, but marble provides unique, unrepeatable veining and a translucence that gives it an organic character impossible to reproduce in a lab. And there's a detail that's rarely mentioned. The Carrara quarries are a finite resource. Every block extracted is unique and irreplaceable. Unlike quartz, which can be produced industrially at any time, marble depends solely on what nature formed millions of years ago. This combination of scarcity and global demand is what makes it a true symbol of luxury. But did you know that a single block of marble can weigh as much as 100 elephants? So how do they extract it? Stay tuned to see how they manage to remove it from the mountain without breaking it. Extracting marble is not just a matter of brute force. It's a craft that combines tradition with technology, patience with precision, where every decision can mean the difference between a valuable block and tons of waste. In Carrara, the quarries are organised into 25 step levels, each 8 metres high. Together, they form a kind of open-air cathedral more than 200 metres deep, where entire generations have dedicated their lives to reading the mountain as if it were an open book. Here, miners inherit knowledge passed down from fathers and grandfathers, and although they now use advanced machinery, human expertise remains irreplaceable. The mountain isn't always predictable. It's crisscrossed by natural faults and invisible cracks that can change everything. Detecting them is vital because a single bad cut can fracture a block and reduce its value from millions of dollars to almost nothing. The extraction process begins with a meticulous strategy. Holes up to 3 meters deep are drilled using industrial drills. These are filled with explosives, but not just any kind. They use carefully calibrated charges of up to 75 kilograms. These controlled detonations don't aim to destroy the rock, but to free it in large blocks, something that sets marble apart from granite. In granite quarries, explosions are much stronger because that rock is harder, but in marble, too much force would ruin everything. Once the blocks are freed, the most impressive tool comes into play: the diamond wire. It's a steel cable embedded with synthetic diamond beads, the hardest material known to man. With the help of water to prevent overheating, this cable can cut through marble at speeds of up to 45 meters per second. It's a silent but relentless job, with the precision of a scalpel. To put it into perspective, materials like granite or ceramic don't require this level of care. Granite is cut with heavier saws, and ceramic isn't even mined. It's made in factories, which makes it far cheaper. Marble's relative fragility compared to granite means it must be treated delicately. While granite tolerates fast, rough cuts, marble demands patience and precision so that each block comes out intact. And that's one of the reasons marble carries such a high price tag. The difference isn't only aesthetic or symbolic, it reflects the effort, risk and accuracy required to extract it. Once cut, a single block of marble can measure 8 meters tall, 6 meters wide, and weigh 500 tons, more than a commercial airplane. Separating it from the mountain is a monumental challenge. Modern miners use hydro bags, inflatable sacks inserted into rock fissures and filled with pressurized water, generating up to 600 tons of force to lift the block. This method replaced the wooden wedges the Romans once used, which they would soak with water to expand. Ingenious but slower and less precise, granite quarries use mechanical wedges, faster but riskier, while quartz, being artificial, doesn't need any of this. Moving these blocks is another feat. A single excavator can't handle 500 tons, so the block is carefully slid over a bed of sand and mud to cushion the fall and prevent cracks. This care is essential since marble is more brittle than granite, which can withstand rougher handling, or ceramic, which doesn't come from quarries at all. The blocks are then cut into smaller, more manageable 18-ton pieces using diamond saws, a process that can take up to 10 hours per cut. Each block is a treasure. Any damage could mean $1 million loss. Before leaving the quarry, the blocks are washed to remove metal residues or cutting dust, ensuring they arrive clean at the factory. Then, they're loaded onto excavators or specialized cranes to be moved to the lower levels of the quarry. In the past, blocks were slid down the mountain, a dangerous method that damaged many pieces. Today, technology allows safer handling, though it remains far more complex than transporting other materials. Now, how do they get these massive stones from the top of a mountain onto trucks? The answer will surprise you. The marble's journey from quarry to factory is one of the most critical and dangerous stages of the entire process. Once the blocks have been cut and secured, a colossal operation begins. Every day, around 600 trucks descend from Carrara's upper levels to the valley, each carrying up to 50 tons. The roads are narrow, steep, and filled with tight turns, so not just anyone can take the wheel. It takes drivers with nerves of steel and years of experience, because even the smallest mistake could end in a devastating accident. Not only because of the cargo's value, but also for the safety of those working nearby. But the challenge doesn't end when they reach the valley. From there, much of the marble begins an international journey that raises its price even more. Italy exports about 1.2 million tons of marble every year to destinations such as China, the United States, and Germany. This global trade involves maritime shipping, insurance, and customs costs, all of which directly impact the final price. To put it in perspective, a Calcutta marble slab may cost around $400 per square metre at the factory, but abroad, that price can easily double once all expenses are added. But how do they manage to transform these gigantic blocks into pieces ready to travel across the world? The answer lies in the factory. Each block of marble goes through the cutting phase, one of the most demanding stages of the entire process, because this is where it is decided how many usable slabs can be obtained from each block. To achieve this, massive gang saws equipped with dozens of diamond blades working in parallel are used. These blades, constantly cooled and lubricated by streams of water, slice the block into thin sheets barely 2 or 3 centimeters thick. The water serves a dual purpose. It prevents the blades from overheating and carries away the dust generated, allowing for clean cuts that preserve the stone's natural surface. A single block can yield dozens of slabs, although not everything depends on the machinery. The quality of the marble plays a crucial role. While some types, such as Carrara marble, offer higher yield due to their uniform texture, others with more complex veining require special care to prevent cracks. That is why each slab is carefully inspected by the operators as it comes out of the saw. If internal fractures or flaws are detected, those pieces are discarded, ensuring that only material with the right strength and finish continues forward. This strict quality control is one of the reasons marble maintains its prestige and high value in the international market. The next step is polishing, a phase that transforms the stone into a truly exceptional material. Automated machines, under the supervision of skilled craftsmen, apply multiple rounds of abrasive pads over the slabs. Each pass removes imperfections and enhances the marble's natural shine, revealing the veining and translucence that make it so prized. Depending on the type of marble, this stage can take several hours, especially for varieties with complex patterns, where every detail must be handled carefully to avoid damaging the natural design of the rock. At this stage, an interesting technique is also used: the application of epoxy resins. These resins fill small cracks or bond fragments together, ensuring that each slab maintains its integrity and can be fully utilised. It is a combination of technology and craftsmanship that produces strong, flawless pieces ready for use in high-end architectural projects. Beyond the shine, polishing also improves the marble's resistance to stains and scratches, although it remains a material that requires regular sealing and maintenance to preserve its appearance. This blend of beauty, durability, and meticulous labour explains why marble reaches such high prices in the market. Behind each slab are hours of technical precision, rigorous control, and a finish that no other natural stone can replicate with the same fidelity. After polishing comes one of the most delicate stages: classification. Here, specialists examine each slab with trained eyes, evaluating its quality, tone, and veining. This is not a simple technical procedure, but almost an artistic curation. The slabs are categorized by purity and aesthetic appeal, since their classification determines both their market value and the type of project they will be used for. Carrara marble, known for its soft, consistent grey veining, is the most abundant and affordable, usually priced between $75 and $100 per square metre. Calacatta marble, on the other hand, is much rarer, famous for its bold, dramatic veins that can transform any space into a work of luxury. This uniqueness is reflected in its price, which can easily quadruple that of Carrara marble. Each block and each slab is valued individually, turning the process into an almost artisanal craft. Once classified, the slabs are cut to size depending on their final destination. At this point, diamond saws come back into action, shaping each piece for countertops, tiles, stairs, or decorative panels. What is fascinating is that no two slabs are identical. Each one carries an unrepeatable pattern, like nature's own fingerprint. This uniqueness allows architects and designers to work with exclusive pieces, giving every project a distinctive character. When the marble is ready to leave the factory, it moves on to the packing stage. The slabs are carefully stacked, separated by protective materials to prevent scratches or fractures during transport. Though it may seem like a routine step, it is in fact essential, and as even the smallest mistake could ruin a piece of great economic and aesthetic value. From there, many slabs are sent to the port of Carrara, where they are loaded into containers for export. Others stay in Tuscany, headed to local workshops where experienced artisans transform them into tables, sculptures, or precision architectural elements. Italy exports millions of tons of marble each year to destinations that range from skyscrapers in Dubai to mansions in New York, carrying centuries of tradition with them. What keeps marble at the top of the market is not only its price, but the union of three attributes that few materials can offer at once: exclusivity, beauty, and durability. Each slab is not just a precisely crafted block, but a trace of the mountain it came from, a piece that holds centuries of history and becomes part of elite architectural and artistic projects around the world. Marble is, without exaggeration, one of the most versatile materials ever used by humankind. Since ancient times, it has been present in temples, palaces, and sculptures, and today it remains a symbol of prestige in both traditional and contemporary architecture. Its applications are almost endless. In architecture, it adorns facades that become true landmarks, such as the Taj Mahal in India, or shines in ultra-modern interiors like those of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Its strength allows it to be used in high-traffic spaces such as hotel lobbies, airports, or galleries, where it withstands constant use without losing elegance. In interior design, marble has evolved beyond being just a surface covering to becoming a statement element. Its applications range from countertops and floors to entire walls, fireplaces, and even furniture. Tables, shelves, and lamps made of marble are not only functional, but turn into sculptural pieces within the home. Varieties like Calacata, with bold, hand-drawn looking veins, create pieces that command attention, while Carrara marble, with its subtle elegance, suits minimalist or refined environments. But marble does not belong only to architecture and design. It is also inseparable from art. Renaissance sculptors like Michelangelo chose it as their preferred medium for its workability and for how it allows delicate details to be carved without losing strength. Masterpieces like the David or the Pietà remain living proof that marble, beyond its practical use, is a medium capable of expressing the sublime. Even what seems like waste holds value. The fragments produced during cutting and polishing are not discarded. Crushed with hydraulic hammers, they are transformed into components for concrete, road-based material, or even raw material for new industrial applications. In this way, every piece of extracted rock finds a purpose, reinforcing the idea that marble is a resource with infinite possibilities. In the end, marble is not just a material for construction or decoration. It is a fusion of nature, history, and art, capable of adapting to modern demands while preserving the grandeur of the classics. A bridge between past and present that continues to carry the legacy of Carrara into the future. And that is how marble is made, one of the most important materials in human history. Tell me, what did you think of the process? I'll read you in the comments. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe. In the windows you'll see next, there are more videos of industrial processes as fascinating as this one. See you next time.